Howdy, folks. Today is Tuesday, July 24. It's my sister Chelly's birthday. That's with a C, one L, and two I's. We're inside the house. You can see over there on that wall, I have a note to myself for something. I often do that. There's behind that behind that piece of OSB, and right there's two more notes. You know, I'd take you downstairs and show you the workshop, but I don't have any lights, and it'd be pretty dark, and it'd just look like a black hole to you. So I've been working on the front now. Saturday, I started doing it. Friday, Xander and I took the OSB off of the porch, and then we cut some of those 2x4s that go in the middle. Saturday, I put that up. I mean, that feature takes a whole day to do. I had to take this board off because after I had it installed, because it wasn't as good as it should be, and then that one I'm going to have to remove as well. The reason I took this one off is because at the top it was there was about a half an inch gap against that 2x4 there, so I had to take about a half inch off. Here I have to take this off and try to get it in closer to the house. So that's something I'll work on today. Yesterday, on Monday, I tried to do a lot of trimming work. So I put up this trim, and I got that trim over there. Now you see, here's an example of how I have to do it, because I like my trim boards to come out past or to the end of the vertical. So what I do is I put up a scab vertical and a scab vertical, and then I measure in between to cut this board. You know, Linda wants some flower boxes out here, and yesterday when my friend Marty was over, the plumber, we were talking about flower boxes. He's got some at his house, and of course I'm going to have some on both of these windows. And he said, I wish I had thought to run my supports right in onto the stud work. And I was all excited about that, and then the more I thought about it this morning and talked with Linda, I was concerned that I was just concerned it just seems so permanent. So I watched a YouTube video from this old house, and I think what I'm going to do is just take a couple of metal brackets, and they'll be like L's. They'll come down and out, and I'll put some of those on, and then support whatever kind of thing I have onto that, whatever kind of planter box. Yesterday I put this on, so I'd theoretically be ready now to put on the siding. Things I have to do, what I also did yesterday is I framed out this and then the face on it. And so this is 5 5/8, and then I cut this to be 4 5/8. So here's my box of tools. So here, when you look at it, it's 5 5/8. And here, see, I had to cut it down, and it's 5 5/8. So that's a little bit of fiddling around, but it looks nice. This is my door frame, and of course at the top what you do is you put this it's this stuff here. It's some metal that when the water hits it, it comes off, and then I tape it with tie-back. Here I did this garage door frame yesterday, and again I put that piece of metal with metal flashing with tie-back. Now that's a that's an 18-foot door, so you know, with the all the pieces in that, I'm probably looking at almost a close to a 19-foot span. So that was 2 boards, and I put the seam right about there. So you know, all that stuff, it just, I mean, I'm almost embarrassed to tell you that's a day's work, but it is. So today when Linda's here, she'll do the siding, finish that off on the east side, and then her and she'll put some more rock on this plastic that we have down underneath the porch. This plastic will be a vapor barrier so that we won't get a lot of moisture coming up to the bottom of the deck. Just a safety precaution. Probably takes an hour's worth of work and $2 worth of plastic and rock. So today when she comes, we'll put up the trim board that goes across the windows, and we'll put on fascia over there and come around and then up over the top, and we'll do fascia here, and we'll do some fascia up there. You know, today when she's here, once she gets done with that painting, I'm going to use her for a lot of stuff that where I need 2 people to do. So for instance, like up there you see the little gap. Well, I got to put my pine trim around that. So there's a lot to do, but that's the fun of it all. So we'll you know, I don't know if I'll how far up I'll go on this feature as far as finishing that off, just because I've got mother bird up here. Sandra and I thought it was a robin. Linda thinks it's like a barn swallow of some kind, but we won't do anything on this feature until her 3 eggs have hatched. But she's been pretty good to work around. I know sometimes they can be real protective, but this one seems to be pretty docile. You know, we got the siding done here. I think it looks pretty damn good. When she's with me today, we'll put up this trim board right along the living room here. That's a 2-person job because it's a 16-foot board and it's heavy. The other thing we'll do over here is today I'm hoping cut this and all the way across. It'll be one big long board with about a 6-inch piece, 7 or 8-inch piece on the end. I'll have to take these others off in order to do that, but that's the right way to get this window trimmed out, so that's what we'll do. You know, I had hoped to be able to start working on the back side, but that's not going to happen because I forget just how long it takes to do all the prep work before you even start putting the siding on. Here, for instance, this siding's all done, but I'll have to take a piece of tin, put it along here, and then trim this out in white. Not undoable, but it's just one of those things that you do to make the details look nice. I got to caulk and putty all my trim, and but it'll look good. So thanks for following our progress.